What up, guys? I went ahead and crafted a few new decks today. Bit the bullet. Let me check my audio quick. Well, I might give this reanimator list a shot first. Not entirely sure about the ratios. Just check the audio. Well, I might give this reanimator list a shot. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, we're rocking, we're rolling. Let's get this out of the way here. Okay, that goes down there. All right. So, I mean, Entomb Reanimator, I'm going all in this version here. We've got Buried Alive. We're running only 2 Ancient Tombs because in Best of 1, when you run low lands, it prioritizes Ancient Tomb, and you'll be sitting there with 0 mana a lot of the time. 0 colored mana, which is a big deal. I went ahead and in this version, I kept Saint Elenda and Olivia in there. Just against a lot of decks, entombing, Faithless Looting with Olivia just makes a lot of sense. Entombing Saint Elenda, getting Saint Elenda off an Atroxa dig to fight Show and Tell. There's a lot of elements to everything. This version now is running Val Daddy. This shuts off the opponent's graveyard, so things like Spy, you do this on turn 1, and then Spy's just dead in the water. So, yeah, I think Spy's super strong, so I tooled my deck around that, and I added some Griefs, because that kind of can combat Force of Negation. So that's the idea here. I'm not sure about the ratios, but just a basic Entomb, Thoughtseize, Faithless Looting, what is it, 8, 9 dudes? 10 dudes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. 10 dudes, plus some auxiliary dudes. So we're going to check that out. Let's get into the matches here. 1 second. We're going to try a Sorin Elenda package out as well. All right, well, this is something, right? We found a dude. So that should work. So it's not the best, turn 1 here, right? And we didn't hit anything off of Overlord either, so if he had any removal, we were in trouble. But, alright, back to climbing. Asher. All right. Playing Chewbacca. So we found Entomb. And looting. Not great. Oh, that's great. Damn, ritual grief. That sucks. We'll see what he's got. I want to keep my cards. Thalia, that's horrible. Yeah, that's terrible. Fortunately, we can do this. Grief, ritual, that thing. What do we got here? Buried alive. Another reanimate. So we've got Entomb reanimate coming up. Can we grief for 0? Yeah, it's a non-creature spell. So let's grief like this. Just looking for removal here. When it enters, do something. When it attacks, do something. Triggering sucks. Okay, we gotta get rid of that for sure. And then I think we're good. Oh, we got a discard here. So what do we entomb for? I guess Valgavath, right? I think that's lethal if we do it right now, though, so we need the health. Valgavath. Do we have any? Yeah, we don't have anything there. What up, twin? Ritual. Entomb. Arden would have been something we could have done. Arden might be better than Ulamog. Or Valgavoth. Ulamog would be good too, actually. Whenever this creature enters, good game. Good game. So I could play Strict Proctor Could Grief and then play Strict Proctor. Got him. Yeah, we're slow at work today, so figured I'd wheel up the stream on this historic day. Get the dailies in. Yeah, the Entomb Buried Alive line seems good. I don't know. More testing required. All right, this is a classic line. We're going to go for the Overlord. Oh, God. Grief off the top. If he's running Ponder, that means he's running Force of Negation. If he's got Force of Negation after a Ponder, it's a 50% chance we lose the game right here. Thinking about saving Entomb. No, he doesn't have the counterspell. Never mind. Alright, so Traxa will find us the grief we need. That's the idea. Does not. Turns out it does not find us the grief we need. However, it does find us something good. Entomb for... We could grab grief here. We could also hit the grief off of a Galta. Might as well grab the grief, though. Yeah, it's either grief or go for Galta and get it off the Overlord proc. We'll get the grief. It's probably correct most of the time here. Ooh. Okay, so they've got Fatal Push. They've got Entomb. They've got Frog. They've got Treasure Cruise. I guess Frog's a blocker, right? I guess Frog is a blocker. Entomb seems pretty good, because then he just needs to top deck Reanimate. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, lots of people are going to be running Dimmer Entomb because you get things like Force of Negation and Psychic Frog. But looting is just a little faster. And you really don't need too many more enablers, so I don't know. Back to climbing. Free pack. Oh, there's an outage? There's an outage? What? What? Oh. Yeah, we got looting. You always keep looting. Always keep looting. I don't really know if that's the rule anymore, because we've only got 10 creatures, as opposed to like 16. At least in this version. Brutal. All right, so they've got Ponder, Steel Cutter, Strip Mine. It's gonna suck. Nobody cares about a thing she says. Hey, look at that. What a legend. All right, we got another shot at it. Ooh, that's not bad. Okay. I think we just ritual out this guy. No. That sucks. Okay. $14 cards deep. What is that? 10 out of 60. 16% per draw. There's Buried Alive, a turn too early. We need land first now. Brutal. We need one of those rituals back. Oh my god, does he not have another spell? That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, we'll let him preordain. Never mind. It's a bad play. Really bad play. We're going to go for the Overlord of the Baelmerk ramping play. All right, there's Atraxa. We need to find a land. Cool. Lightning bolt. Not another spell. Damn it! Ritual one time. All right, now we need that not to happen. Reanimate! Reanimate! Too late! Reanimate is too late. Yep, we got all of our creatures in that one now. Cool. Cool! Super fun. Alright, well. Lost it all. Back to where we started. Alright, was that enough? I don't think that was enough. We're gonna do a few more. We're gonna do a few more, and then we're gonna switch it up and try out the Vamp version. Ooh, and we're playing Griffin. And then we're gonna try Spy. Of course, Griffin goes first. The only game that actually matters to me all day is playing Griffin. It's not great. Not great. He's playing Show and Tell. That means he's got Force of Negation. Reanimate off the top. That won't do it. Okay. So Dark Ritual, Buried Alive, Dark Ritual, Necromancy. Oh, of course he leaves it open. Grief. Grief off the top. One time. Of course, Arden is in my hand, too. Bomb, bomb. Ba-ba, bomb, bomb. Oh, no, he's just a super popular content creator. Yeah, I guess we go Galta, Ulamog, Atraxa. Yeah, and he has the answer. He's got all of the options here. Force, Spike, popular card, Mana Drain. More likely, though, Force of Negation. Yeah, dude. You have it. I know. I get it. Come on. One time, Griffin. Yeah, when I first started last year, I was watching Griffin's videos all the time. No way, dude. get dunked on. Big dudes. I'm teaching Griffin today about big dudes. Woo! On the draw versus the man. All right. Clip that. Put that in your bank and smoke it. All right, well, the deck is retired. It did what it was supposed to do. Made a blue deck cry, beat Griffin at the same time. Oh, that was cool. That was a cool way to do it, too. So should I play Vamps now? A version with Vamps? Or Spy? I've been playing a lot of big dudes lately. I haven't played Spy in a long time. Alright, we're going to switch it up. We're going to show how powerful Spy is right now. Yeah, and people are going to want to know how to build it too, so I mean... I think it's just too good. I think it's too good this way. I think this is the best way to build it. I think that there's no discussion to be had. It's just the best. It uses your graveyard, so... yeah, Entomb, Reanimate, you're taking all the risk, putting it into one category. You can hard cast Spy a myriad of different ways. God, I really don't want to do it though. All right, we're gonna check it out. We'll do a few matches, but then we're gonna switch it back up to big dudes. Spy Reanimator. My God, how do you play this deck? You go with Chrome Mox. Yeah, there's nothing here. Yeah, this is what our lands look like now. Turn 1 Spy. Win the game. We'll do a few. Not many. Duress, Hexmage, Mox. Probably just the Mox, honestly. Yeah, that felt dirty. We'll do a few more to prove it. It only takes a minute. If you want to climb 2 weeks, hit rank 1 really fast, Spy is going to be so consistent and fast. And it's going to have a really high win rate. All right, we've got Entomb, Reanimate turn 2. Sure. Actually, we probably didn't even need to shock that in. We could have just moxed here, huh? Oh well. If he hits Thoughtseize off of Regavan, we're in trouble. He hit it. He may not have a black card. Likely not, actually. Cool. There's the ritual. Do we ritual now? So we shock that in so that we can turn the earth at instant speed if he has some sort of graveyard removal. We're not really worried about health here. So the winning line here is turn the earth, getting back reanimate. Reanimating Thassa's Oracle. Win the game. Sure. So he's going to go for the murder spy play. He's going to murder spy. And he's going to hope for the Regavan proc. What's he doing? Doesn't want the Regavan proc? Because if I don't have turn the earth, I lose, right? So, very odd choice. Satisfaction, yeah. Totally fine. My turn. I'm going to use my turn the earth here to go to my graveyard and grab reanimate, and surgical chances are pretty low at this point. Boom. All right, well, that was fun. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do any more spy. Think I am off of spy for right now. It just... It's been played into the ground, you know? Is it just me? Or does full art suck? Like... It's kind of cool. It's a cool card, though. Alright, we're going to try Vamps here. Switching it up. Doing some Vamp action. This one, it runs less Grief. It runs no Buried Alive play, which might be incorrect. Even just Buried Alive as a 2-of to find it off of Atraxa, you know, is something to think about. Very light on Grief. Yeah, the thing about Spy Twin is it's too consistent now. And all it does is it manipulates your graveyard to win the game, which is, I mean, it's winning the game, but yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Something about big dudes. Yeah, I don't know about this version. I don't know how I feel about this specific version. This is the same version I've been running, just with no Arden Ulamog. Basically, we dropped Arden Ulamog Buried Alive for Entomb. And then it's pretty much the same deck. It's running... The other version I was running earlier was running 10 dudes. This has 12, 13 dudes. Kind of want to go up on a Grief. So if we go up on Grief and down on Thoughtseize or Olivia. We're going to try it out. Probably going to switch back to the other version. Probably, at the end of the day, it's probably going to be some hybrid of like this and that, honestly. Sorin, Lenda is almost too strong to pass up on. But we're going to try it like this. We got to change the Vamp package here too. There we go, we got that. Let's fix the Entomb Reanimator here. And this one still is showing a Lenda, even though we took out a Lenda. Yeah, just the spy deck. See if our stats are back. Stat page is down. Really, it's still down. The error message is gone, but it's not. Yeah, it's not recording my matches yet today. That sucks. All right, Entomb Reanimator. Or no, we're playing Vamp. Vamp Reanimator. That's right. I don't think you need Ardent Ulamog. In Ancient Tomb just destroyed us. We have the combo. Sag. Super Sag. That is super dumb. Okay. Ancient Tomb, man. I think I got to go to one of my freaking decks now with Ancient Tomb. I might even go to 0. Thinking about going to 0 Ancient Tombs. We would have had the whole Entomb thing, dude. He's Spy. What a loser. GG. Get dunked on. 265. We started at 450. We can't lose. The stats will not update. There's no in-game stat keeping metric. Remember that? This is a company who charges you, if you want to play all of the cards, charges you probably $600 today. If you want to play with one of the cards, $10, sure. You want to play with 2 of the cards, maybe it's a Mythic rare. You know, now they're charging you $20. So they can't even have stats in their game, and you have to rely on a third-party website that doesn't goes down. Feel bad for everyone who pays more money than they should. Klepto thieves, man. Hey, you want to play the new cards? Just give me $100. Just $100. We didn't design this card, though. You know, employees from 20 years ago designed the card. All right, so I think we went 3-1 on the hard reanimator version. We went 2-0 on the spy version, and now we're going 1-0 on the vamp version. I'm starting to not believe in vamps, man. Never thought I'd say the day. Bum bum bum. Here comes the spy. Oh, he's still running this version. Yeah, we can't. What do we get? Top deck something? Yeah, there's no beating that. We go down to 8. Yeah, we don't have the health for it anyways. Even if we top deck it, it's like he has the Sorin move to get us over the line on the following turn. Yeah, I think grief is going to be high priority. I'm actually making a updated version of my classic Dark Ritual combo list. It uses Bird package because you're running Graveyard Hate. So if it turns out Spy takes over the format, you just run, Surgical Extraction, Noxious Revival, yeah, and then the Bird package with like Entomb. Like Entomb, Sacrifice, Atraxa sort of stuff. What up, Rummy? How you doing? Oh, man. This isn't great. We got Thoughtseize, though. Does it matter? Okay. Got looting, at least. And he's a spy. Yeah. Spy, double Thoughtseize, so... Let's see what we get here. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Okay. Yeah, just playing with the new card, Entomb. Seems like Spy might be taking over. So, I was just sort of talking about what you might run if you want to still run combo. I was thinking the Bird package with like an Entomb Atraxa. Nice. Okay. Nice. Double nice. Super nice. So we can ritual out Sorin here. And then... Grief with the Necromancy. So the idea here is he's got a 4-mana killer, right? And he's just trying to slow roll it. So we are going to go like that. And then we can grief whatever he's got. Ritual Necropotence. Okay, so we'll take Necropotence here. Two 1 with this version. Back up to 300. I think I want to get my Smurf wins in real quick. Then maybe I'll have some lunch in a bit. Give me a second here. Yeah, we've already got our whole quest in here. Open our pack. Morons! They just gave me $5. I earned $5 right now. Look at that. Look at that. It's huge. Okay. Crack a few more. What? That's incredible. Okay, cool. Didn't know that was a card. Oh, wait. All right, just switching accounts real quick. Just switching accounts real quick. Yeah, it's going to be a few minutes, guys. I've got to crack some packs. I've got to tool my... it won't be that long. What is this? Clone? You may have this creature enter as a copy. Just Phyrexian Metamorph. This was a good card. Look at that. Getting some decent cards. Nice. Alright. We've got to make another deck here, so let me move my stupid face down here. Bring this over there. Okay. Entomb, Reanimator, Spy Reanimator. Make sure you don't craft this stupid version. Gotta craft the man's version. Look at that guy. Struggling. 1 mana worth. Power. Alright, so what do we got? We've got no Ancient Tomb in this version. We're Buried Alive Light. We've got some sacrifices in here. Don't know about all of those sacrifices. I think 1 sacrifice makes a lot of sense. Let's craft the deck. We are 100% out on our Smurf. Our Smurf, not free to play, by the way. I accidentally spent $25 one time. I thought it was my main account. Yeah, just can't play with the new cards, even though I've been playing every day for a year. I'm not allowed. Alright. This version, we don't have Olivia either, do we? Olivia. Yeah, we don't have Olivia. Okay. So, since we're not running Ancient Tomb, I really like the idea of not running Ancient Tomb. Let's look at our land. It says 12 land. Okay. Okay, so we've got an Overlord. We've got Necromancy. And that will help with our Atroxa digs. We've got Arden Ulamog as 3 Buried Alives. Maybe we go up on Buried Alive. No, this is right. This is where I want the deck, okay? No Entomb, or no no Ancient Tombs. Maybe 1. Maybe 1. Yeah, I'll go with 1. The thing is that an Atraxa Dig will still get you an Ancient Tomb, right? It'll still get you an Ancient Tomb, and then every turn after turn 1, possibly turn 2, Ancient Tomb is just extra mana. Yeah. With Dark Ritual, it's just even more mana, so that's what we're going to do. Try to think about it. All right, this count 250, 253. You can't see it. You will in a second. Let's look at our quests. We've got green and white. I don't even know what those colors are. Creature, black, red, green. Sure. So my Smurf either has to run Spy Reanimator or Rakdos Reanimator. Has no options. My main account, though, I should be able to get away with crafting some Force of Negations and going for like a blue version. I think I've got a Psychic Frog or 2. Yeah, I do. So I should be able to try Dimir out, and maybe I'll give that a try here in a bit. Top 200 Mythic versus a Diamond player. No discard. Grief is great. Grief Thoughtseize is super great. They kept 7, though, so they could be a totally fair deck. Keeping here is just wrong a lot of the time. Way better. Yeah, Tomb is super good. Control. Nice. Standstill control. Super cool. Life and death. Let's go. So we can double cast our Life and Death next turn. The question is do we want Valgavath or do we want Atraxa? I'm thinking Valgavath seems pretty good right now. 3 non-land permanents. He has 3. Okay. We can't do both. We drew another land. We can't Mox this for the extra mana needed. That's awesome. Super awesome. No force. We take those. We take those. To the bank we take those. Look at that, another tomb. I'm running the wrong deck. I'm running the wrong deck. Yeah, man, no worries. Good to see you too, bud. So this is the wrong deck, it turns out. I'm an idiot. Grab Buried Alive here, I guess. So we're going to Grief this here. And then we'll Necromancy off of that. Swords, swords. Narset, mana drain. I'll just take 1 swords. Alright, that was a great Atroxa dig. It's going to get through his swords. Valgavath is going to eat swords, so we should be able to swords anything he plays. We got him in 2 turns. Hold up mana drain on his turn. Oh, he's just going to kill the Valgavath. That's right. Black land. It's a fetch land for us. Watching during a business meeting. Yeah, if you don't need to talk or anything, I don't, whatever. If you were watching me during a business meeting where you were giving the presentation and guiding the conversation, now that would be impressive. It's gonna flip him. Swords. Cool. All right, so he's got mana drain. Ooh, Thoughtseize is huge. Absolutely huge. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Yeah, I don't care about Narset. Don't care about Narset. Come on, one time. All right, Narset's going away. I own the company. Man, you want to hire me? I'll play Magic cards for you all day. On your account. All right, so now we've got some crazy looting plays, right? We worked our way through his hand with Thoughtseizes and Griefs. He had swords. There's another Atraxa. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Everything's okay. I'm just trying to act. Oh no, we're gonna lose. We're going to lose. Almost certainly, right? Almost certainly it's a loss. We still have another looting play here. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Minnesota. Why? Why? Okay, so he's going to get swords back. He can't draw it, though. So we have one more turn. How does he draw it? What a loser. Playing control, wasting my time. All right, we got to get We didn't put Entomb in this deck. This is what the deck looks like without Entomb in it, I guess. We just clicked through and we were using the old deck. So let's just double check. Entomb Reanimator. Yeah, we're gonna change some stuff up here. Yes, sir. Alright, this is the version that uses... Yeah, I got Demonic Tutor, or Dark Ritual, that's fine. There. What? All right, top 200. We've got Dark Ritual, Thoughtseize Life. It's a good turn one. Thinking about Grief, you know? Maybe we get Grief off of this. There's one. Necromancy. Entomb. That's why we take Necromancy, is so that we can get Necromancy and Entomb in the same thing. Look at that dig. That's crazy. Okay. Alright, so I guess we Grief here. And then we'll get rid of Demonic Tutor, I guess. Is there ever a situation where we would bury it alive? Cool. Yeah, Grief Atroxa turn one. It's a lot. So we've got to finish one of our quests today, so probably this one. And we've got to get at least 4 wins. That's kind of how I do it. Greenwire. Greenwire, the celebrities are out. Top guy. Only 98% though. Embarrassing. Looting into Ancient Tomb. Take the Buried Alive because that'll give us 3 pips on our Ulamog. What up, Greenwire? Nice to face you finally. You must be testing out broken stuff. GG. Quick game. I guess I go first. Entomb is rare, Gabe. Yes, Entomb is rare. Not Mythic, thank God. Also, some tips before crafting it. You know, don't craft the stupid version. You craft the real version. You click this arrow here, and you can see you get to pick which version you want, and you craft the good one, right? So make sure you don't make that mistake. Otherwise, you'll be playing with a cartoon card for the next 20 years or whatever. Well, that was another good win. We took down MTG Griffin this morning. We took down Greenwire. We went mostly positive. I wish I could check my stats, but the stat keeping website's down. I don't know why. Don't know why they do this to me. Do not know why. All right. We've got no reanimates. That's a big deal. Entomb, no reanimate again. That's also still a big deal. Ritual Grief. We'll see if we draw it. What is this? Why would they do this to me? Hey, I like Avatar, the cartoon, as much as anyone, okay? I watched the whole thing through at least twice. Not in the past 10 years, but I liked it very much. Yeah. This version runs, I think 12 dudes is what I said. I don't know what that guy does. Bad attraction, yeah. Beginning of your end step, you may discard a card. If you do, create a treasure token. Does he have the colors for this? What is it? Jeskai green. Jeskai green. He doesn't have. He's missing blue and. No, he's got the forest. Okay. Oh, we can reanimate him. Whenever you cast a white spell, create a dude. Whenever you cast a blue spell, create a scry. Whenever you do a red spell, deal 3 damage. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent, at the beginning of your end step, you may discard a card. If you do, create a treasure token, seek a card. If you, I don't know. This guy seems like the most dangerous. I'm not going to reanimate his card. I'm going for the Gutso. Going for the Gutso. Last chance off the top. We need something big. Oh yeah, he has the halfling anyways. That's really big. That's real big. I think we are losing here. 3. I mean, he might not attack with the halfling, right? What's he doing? What's he doing? All right, let's count it up, right? 3, 5, 6, 7. I go down to 8. Yeah, so I can't reanimate Arden. But we're going to see what this ring tempting BS does. When your ring bearer deals combat damage. Okay, so we're even lower than I thought. Yeah, it's going to be game then. So we're going to take 3. And that puts us out of range of recovery. Okay. I never saw that card before. This could be absolutely nothing. There's nothing that we get here that wins the game. Can't take 5. Don't want to take 4. Your graveyard. Alright. Lame. Super lame. Yeah, I guess I should have taken Boromir. I didn't think about the Buried Alive top deck there. Boromir, if we would have taken that, we would have won the game. Five more spells. 5 more spells, 1 more win. Furia. Playing Furia. Pretty cool discard play. We're going to get so many griefs off of the Atraxa. Yeah, I accidentally crafted the wrong art for this one, too. At least this one looks kind of cool. Whatever. We're running 10 reanimates, I think. Maybe more. So we've got... how many cards in our deck? 52. And then, so there's 9 left. Hey, we found it. Cool. Cool. Just like that. Could have Spell Pierce. Could have Spell Pierce. You can set your preferred one. What do you mean? Like if you have different art, it'll show the one you prefer. Come on. Cool. Yeah, it didn't work. Did not work. Liar. Entomb, he says. I'm still going to use Entomb. I'm going to use Entomb to get Arden. Nice. All right, I'll check that out in a minute here. Entomb. Entomb. What kills a Galta? Anything? Alenda? Probably not an Ulamog. 3. Ooh. 6. Ulamog does. We just need to top deck reanimate. That ain't it. Damn. All right, let's go check that out. Deck. Click in this here. The deck menu. Go to the Atraxa arrows. Hit the heart. Legend! So cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's been bugging me for a while. All right, let's go get a win. One more win. It's all we need. Hopefully it's a good one. We'll get one more good win. Apply styles. I think I got it, right? Appreciate you. All right, playing Malgahas. Man, we really haven't seen the Entomb combo at all, huh? Demir, I should say. Just to play around 4 spike. Oh no, not the counter spell. What will I do? Loser. Oh wow, we've got Ritual. Oh no, Entomb though. We can't Ritual Entomb reanimate. Well, we're going to Grief, right? We're going to Grief, and then next turn we can Entomb reanimate again. We have 2 and oh, we already have Entomb in hand. What am I talking about? Yeah, this is gonna be sick. Watch this, guys. Watch this. This is disgusting. This is actually gross. This is so gross. I've never done anything so gross. No! Oh, let me walk you through the line, because I think that was my last game that I needed to run anyways. All right, here it is. Walk you through it. We Grief, pitching Overlord. Overlord's gone. We Mox, pitching Life and Death. Life and Death's gone. Dark Ritual, Entomb, Arden. Reanimate Arden. Arden pulls in Grief. So we get this Grief, and we get Arden's Grief. And it's a one-turn clock. Because Arden's and Grief are 9 power, and Atraxa is 7. So that... and then, yeah, I'd need to find one more point of damage from his lands, from another Arden trigger next turn. Oh, plus the 5 damage I get this turn. So, yeah, I'm way overkill then, so... Control players sit there for 14 minutes while they're thinking about if they should spell pierce you or not. And I can't sit there for 2 seconds to put an 8-card combo together. Loser. Malgalhas. Sounds like a Wheel of Time name. Which I love, by the way, so... In best of 1, according to the stats, to me, Teamer Battlecrier is not S tier. It might not even be A tier. If you think about the speed, too, it is a little slow, but it has pretty good protection. The problem with Battlecrier is that it can get run over, but since they nerfed wizards, maybe that's less of a problem. The other problem with Battlecrier is that you have to compete with Lotus Field. I'm not sure how much more fast or much more consistent Lotus Field is, but that's the answer that people are running in best of 3 to Eldrazi. Where does Battlecrier fit in that? I really couldn't say. I checked out as soon as they banned my burn deck, my historic Wizards burn deck by nerfing the 1-drop, the Swiftspear Teaching. That basically just took Wizards out of the pool for me from maybe it was close to S tier. It was probably like top of A tier. And then it put it down to B tier. So I was like, why would I put myself through this? And yeah, I checked out. If you're Wizards and you put together a deck, that is better than every other deck in the format in both best of 1 and best of 3, and then you have that deck be 52 rare and mythic rare wildcards to craft, just the best pre-sideboard, it's 52 rare mythic rare wildcards. That would take someone a year of playing to get naturally. And then you make it the best deck. And then you don't ban it, right? You don't change anything. You don't care about the health of the format. It's not about that for you. It's clearly about this deck has the most rare wildcards in it. You get to play with it if you paid us. You didn't pay us? Oh, well, we're going to ban your Sorin Saint Alenda. There was the Sorin Saint Alenda combo in Historic once upon a time. But they said that's too strong. They banned that, right? Anyone who built that deck, sorry. Oops, we banned it. You wanted to play powerful cards? Okay. Oh, but here's a new deck that's even stronger. I don't know. Before I get too negative, I'm probably gonna call it here. I played. Oh yeah, I was gonna check. I'm getting kind of hungry. I was gonna check. I was gonna check Dimir. Let's see what we've got here. Hey man, it's still gonna work out fine, especially if you know how to pilot it. It's fast. The better decks miss by 1 turn. They don't have the right answer. I had a lot of fun playing it. I think I was able to get up to like 1400 naturally with it towards the end of the season, which is really good. So yeah, it's probably a good deck. 1 second here. right, maybe I'll do one more deck. Give me a second here. So you can always check to see which deck is doing well, because MTG Joe will look at Untapped premium for you. So you don't have to pay $15 a month to check out Untapped stats. He'll kind of check which ones are good. It doesn't look like he's made a video on Historic in maybe 3 weeks. But you can kind of see what... He also covers best of 1 and best of 3. So I always use him to cheat and look at how people are doing with premium stats. All right, so now we're gonna build a new deck. Thanks, Andrea. We'll talk to you later. All right, we're gonna look at how many wild cards? 8 mythics, 3 rares. Might need to crack some packs here. Might need to crack some packs. Birds Entombed. That's a video for later on. Oh, this is still my Smurf? No, this is my main. Forcing Reanimates. This is the one. So the idea here is you use Ponder and Brainstorm, and you have Force and Negation, and you just try to go with a Lenda. God, I hate this deck. Yeah, this is not where I want this deck to be at. I think this is a very weak version. I'm going to need to theory craft this one a little bit more. Because you're adding in Brainstorm, Ponder, and Force of Negation. And so Force of Negation needs to find Brainstorm and Ponder. So there's just not enough blue cards for it. Whereas you'd rather just have Grief anyways to take out their Force or their solution. So if you run 4 Griefs, and then instead of Ponder, you run Faithless Looting... I think without Daze, Dimmer Reanimator is not blue heavy enough. And without Daze, there aren't enough counterspells that forces you to play around blue too much. Yeah, so basically... Rummy, all I did with this one, let me see here, Legacy top decks. So Tier 1 decks. Last 60 days. Let's go back. Oh, sorry. So I'm looking for the Reanimator deck here. I'm not sure if they've kicked it all out here. Like, where's the Legacy tournaments, maybe? I don't want to see meta. November 16th. Do you know when they banned Entomb? Just go back a few days here. Start in November. That should be good enough. 20 players, 26, 45 players, 70. Yeah, let's check 78 players. First place deck. So this is what I was trying to do. Obviously, I take advantage of the land smoother, but it runs Ponder, Thoughtseize, Reanimate, 6 forces. So I'm running 4 forces because that's all we have. It's running Daze, but we don't have Daze, so I'm running like Brainstorm. He's running Brainstorm too, I guess. Yeah, so there's just a few cards that we're short on. Archon of Cruelty is a card that we're short on. It wouldn't be super great in this meta anyways. I believe Archon of Cruelty is going to be better in like the last month's Legacy meta. But yeah, this is what I was going for. So it is a new deck, but I think that it's not quite there. It needs the timeless meta to be a little bit more narrow. And what I mean by that is everyone is running Force in Legacy. So if you're not running your own forces, you know, you're susceptible to their turn 1 Ponder into Find Force of Will play. Yeah, I'm not going to play this one. I don't want to craft Force of Negation right now. I don't think it's where the deck needs to be right now either. Seems a little bit bad. I'd rather just run Grief at this point, I think. I might be wrong. But I'm also hungry. So I'm going to call it there, guys. On our main account, we went from 450 to 300. On our Smurf account, I think we stayed about even at around 200. I think we started at 230. I think we ended around 230-ish. So, yeah, the decks will be linked there. I played a Grief version with Entomb and Buried Alive. I played a Vamp version that kind of sticks to more traditional lines. It seems really strong too. I think the Grief version with Buried Alive might be better. But I think at the end of the day, some sort of combination is going to be the answer. And then I played Spy, Entomb Spy. All the decks seem really, really good. New tools for Timeless. Thanks for watching.